Everyone, and welcome back to our channel. I've got kind of a little sidetrack mission here I'd like to start with. So if you're interested in seeing what's going on, stay tuned. Okay, I'd like to start off by saying hello to our current subscribers and give you a big thank you for stopping by to watch this and to let you know how much your support means to us. I cannot express how, the messages I receive, the DMs you guys send me, and the comments you leave on our videos, they mean a lot. I just want to say thank you. And if you're new to our channel, I hope that you like what you see and you decide to stick around because we've got some really exciting stuff coming up, especially with the holidays, and then right after is my birthday and then Brie's birthday. So we're going to be celebrating those with you guys. But anyways, today I got started with a new foundation over 40. But I got a little sidetracked. And I had to stop, halt everything, washed my face, and wanted to come back and start over with something. Now, this looks ridiculous because it's so itty bitty bitty. It's like the size of my nose. But this is Smashbox Photo Finish Primer Water. Now, I have heard just countless positive things about this product. And you can't tell in this bottle because it's just a little mini point perk I've got. But it literally looks like water in the bottle. But the thing is I kept hearing, everybody I hear brag about this just says how wonderful it is, how wonderful it is, how it makes your makeup last. But they never show what it does. Now, I was getting ready to put my foundation on, and I decided to give this a try. I sprayed this on my face, and I'm not kidding you guys. I looked in the mirror, maybe not even 5 minutes later, and I was absolutely floored at what I saw. Now, normally, I don't have huge pores, but I'll zoom you guys in here pretty soon. You can get all up in my grill. I don't have massive pores, but they're there. You can see them. And my wrinkles here and on my forehead, they're there, and you can definitely see them. But I kid you not, you guys, all I did was spray this on my face, nothing else. The best thing I can tell you is it had like a plumping looking effect on my skin. My cheeks here right at my nose, excuse the duck quacking, that's, whenever I get online recording, someone's messaging me. Anyways, my pores here literally disappeared. I could not find evidence of a single pore on my face. My lines around my smile lines here, my forehead, greatly diminished. I could still see them, but they were considerably diminished. And my skin just overall looked plump and healthy. And I had to run a couple errands. I sprayed it on my face and out the door I went. I kid you not, with a little lip gloss on. That was it. And I was so excited about this. I drug Brie aside and I'm like, you've got to try this because, like any teen, she's got pores and stuff, and she already had her makeup done, but I had her look in the mirror and get a real close look at her face and her pores and her nose and everything, and then I sprayed this on her face. Within minutes, I'm not kidding you, it's amazing. So anyways, I decided, because of the fact I cannot find, maybe they're out there, they probably are, but I cannot find one video, and I've not heard one video that I've watched where people have used this where they've actually shown before and after of what it does. So I decided on my mature skin, I'm going to show you right here and now real quick before I get into my foundation over 40. I am going to show you my skin real close up. Prior to spraying this, I'm going to spray it on, and then I'm going to sit here and I'll do a time lapse so you can see the difference as it happens, because if this repeats what it did on my skin just a few hours ago, you're gonna see it. Anyways, to make sure there's nothing on my skin and that my pores were you know, as visible as they're gonna be. I literally cleansed my face, took everything off, and then I did a microdermabrasion using Dr. Brandt's anti-age microdermabrasion. So if there's anything that's gonna open up the pores, you know, that's gonna do it. So right now, as you see my skin when I zoom in, you're gonna see it the way at its worst, basically, in terms of pores and wrinkles, because I have no moisturizer. I have nothing on my skin right now. It is just dry. So let's do this. Let's get you zoomed in and get started. Okay, now I know this is close, but I really want you guys to be able to see the difference, okay? So I'm just going to show you my skin up close, and you know, pay attention in particular to this area, my wrinkles, and my forehead. Okay, so now I'm going to take my little, and again, this is I always screw up saying their name, Smashbox Photo Finish Primer Water. And I'll put a picture somewhere here of a full-size bottle in case, you know, because you're not going to recognize it in this little thing, in case the name doesn't mean anything to you. And I'm just going to spray this on now. Let's wait for this to dry. Okay, so I'm just going to take my beauty blender here and just kind of pounce in what's left over. Now remember, the only thing I have on my skin right now is the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer Water. That's it. Okay, so now let me take a look up close here. You guys, I'm telling you. Now, if you can't see this when I zoom you in again, I mean, you can, maybe some of you can even see it from there, but I'm telling you, if you can't see the difference, then I don't know what to say, because it is incredible. I mean, the difference that this has made in my skin, I'm thinking to myself, what's in this? Unfortunately, these little containers here don't have ingredients on them, but I'm very curious to what this has in it. And I'll tell you, when I spray it on, unlike a lot of finishing sprays and stuff like that, it doesn't have any burning sensation. There's a very, very, very light, hardly discernible fragrance to it. In other words, it doesn't smell like they added any fragrance to it. I've certainly felt no burning, and I just exfoliated. So if there was alcohol, actually I think it says alcohol-free right on this. Yeah, it says silicone-free, alcohol-free, and oil-free. That's pretty impressive. But whatever is in this, I literally feel like I'm spraying water on my face. I mean, there's no question about it. But the effect it has on my skin. I mean, you know, I've never purchased this because I just thought, to be honest with you, even though I've seen it, I've seen people use it on so many videos, they've never sold me on it. And the reason they've never sold me on it is because they've never showed me their skin like I'm doing with you guys right now, before and after. With clean skin, nothing on, no moisturizer, no nothing, just putting the primer water on and letting you see skin afterwards. Because honest to God, had I seen this in any of the videos I've seen where people have used this product, I would have bought it without question. Now just to tell you, and I'll zoom you in just a sec, but what I'm seeing is I'm seeing that the lines in my forehead are considerably diminished. Now remember, I had no moisturizer on under my eyes, on my face, nothing. I was fresh from exfoliating my face. For any of you out there who have wrinkles and, you know, aging skin, you darn well know right after you wash and clean your face, and especially after you exfoliate, prior to moisturizing is the time when you're going to see your wrinkles, your pores, everything at their maximum, because you've literally just stripped all the natural moisture off of the surface layer of your skin, so everything shows up. You guys, I'm not kidding. I cannot believe this. Okay, so my my lines on my forehead are considerably diminished. My pores here on both sides are almost non-existent. Now, I can still see, like earlier today when I did this and I sprayed it, it took every evidence of pore away completely. I can still see little evidence of my pores right here and a little here, but mind you, I just got done exfoliating because I really wanted to put this to the test. I really wanted to see what this was going to do and show you guys what it was capable of doing. Under normal situations, you know, most people aren't going to be exfoliating right before they do their makeup all the time. So your pores are not going to be as open as mine were. But even with as open as my pores were, there's still hardly any evidence, just a small, like, little dot of them here and a tiny little scattering of them right here, which you'll see when I zoom in. My cheeks look smooth and plump all around here, and the apples of my cheeks, even the lines coming off of my eyes and the corner of my eyes here are almost non-existent. I can just barely see a little one right here. The line, I don't have 11s, I have a 1. My 1 right here, which is my deepest wrinkle on my forehead, is considerably diminished. My smile lines on both sides have visibly pumped out, because normally I can, especially right after I cleanse my face, I can actually see a line, not an indentation like you're seeing now. Right now, all you're able to actually see is an indentation of where the apple of my cheek meets the top of my lip. Normally, I can actually see a physical line going all the way down and around here. I can still see a little bit of it in the corner of my mouth here, my smile line, but all along here, that line is gone. And my cheeks look, you know, I just, even my forehead, yeah, you're upside down, Shelby. Even my chin looks smoother, and this is pretty much the place on my face where I have texture. My forehead is absolutely stunning. Now, mind you, you can still see, and you'll see when we close up a few of the lines. But if you rewind this video to the very beginning, before I sprayed any of this on, and look at these areas that I'm talking about here, and you'll see what I'm seeing. So let's zoom in and give you a close-up. And again, you know, pay attention to this area here. My cheeks. Every time I record, somebody calls. This time it's my daughter's school. Okay, so back to what we're talking about here. Sorry about that. My smile lines here. And again, pay attention to how you can see that, you know, the indentation there, but you're not seeing the actual line. And look at my cheeks, how smooth and plump they look. So let me try and get my whole face fit in here. Long story short, I know this is a quick one, but I just had to tell you guys about this because, honest to God, I've never, ever, ever used a primer, let alone a spray-on one, that's made this kind of difference on my skin that quick. Normally, to get this kind of effect on my skin, we're talking, I've got a couple layers of a moisturizer, an oil. On top of that, I've got under eye cream, I've got under eye moisturizer, and I've got my Tarte Clean Slate primer on. I mean, that's, what, 5 products? And this one product did it. All of that. Look at that. I mean, so I just had to share this with you guys real quick because while I may only have a little guy that I got as a point perk, this is a product when I place my next Sephora order I will be purchasing, and I can now understand, I can see why it is that people brag about this. It's just unfortunate that, like I said, out of all the people I've watched use this product, the most extent I see them do is spray it on their face and talk about how wonderful it is. I've never seen them actually show what it does. But you can see from my skin, and I've got mature skin with wrinkles and pores and just, you know, all this stuff going on. And it can make this difference in my skin. And you should see the difference it made in my daughter's skin. So imagine if you don't have the skin challenges I do, and maybe let's just say you're dealing with some enlarged pores and, you know, some fine lines here and there. I mean, hello. Now, mind you, I have not tried makeup on top of this. That'll be the next step. And I'm going to take this base right here and record my foundation over 40 with the Peach Perfect from Too Faced. So if you're interested in seeing that, that'll be right after this. And you'll be able to see how foundation goes on top of this, because that I'm interested. I haven't tried it, but I'll tell you one thing. If I was just, you know, even let's say the foundation is horrible on top of it, I'd still buy this just to spray on my face for when, on days when I don't want to wear makeup. Because literally, I sprayed this on my face earlier today. I put some lip gloss on and out the door I went. And I felt beautiful. I felt like my skin looked beautiful because my pores were diminished, my wrinkles were diminished. I just can't say enough good things about it, you guys. This has been a real, a real surprise for me to see the difference this made. I just cannot believe it. I mean, I'm looking close up at myself and I can see the difference in my forehead, my pores, I mean, just wow. Smashbox, I'm telling you, they've got a product. It's no wonder this is a top selling product. That's all I can say. Because it's one of those products, obviously, since the reviewers out there aren't actually showing before and after, it's one of those products that I guess they just take people's opinion for it, buy it, and you fall in love with it. But I'm telling you right now, you can see before and after on my skin. So if you're looking for something, you've actually seen what it did with my skin. I mean, I'm not just telling you it's a great product, I'm showing you. So let's do a close-up. And let me turn the lighting down a little bit here so it's not washing me out. And like I said, pay attention to this my whole face. My cheeks. Look at my forehead. My pores that were completely open, as big as they're gonna get after exfoliating, and I came right from exfoliating and sat down in this chair. My chin even, the wrinkles I have here. I mean, I don't know if you guys can see it, but I can see it. And I'll tell you one thing, I am sold. I'm sold. And I've only got that much left in this little bottle. So this is definitely a product I want to buy. So anyways, I just wanted to show you guys that real quick. I hope you enjoyed this quick video. And if you've used this product before, leave down in the comments what you think of it. And, you know, I will definitely be testing this out more. I want to get a full size and I want to test it long term and see how it responds with my skin. So far, I don't feel any irritation. Like I said, I didn't feel any burning, any stinging. There's no, you know, uncomfortable feeling. It doesn't feel like I'm wearing anything. So, and it didn't make my skin feel sticky or slimy, or it just doesn't feel like I'm wearing anything on my skin. It feels like I sprayed water on my face, but it sure the hell doesn't look like it. So anyways, until next time, I hope you guys are all doing great. And wherever you're at in the world, if you're facing struggles, that you're beating those bitches back and persevering. And make sure and keep an eye out for this one coming next. And if the Morphe video or Morphe giveaway is already up, make sure and enter in that, because we've got palettes we're giving away. So until next time, I love you guys, and remember, love and respect. Mwah!